We'll start by arriving on our mats, coming into a comfortable seated position, either on the sit bones or on the knees, whatever's comfortable. And we'll start by connecting to the breath, closing down the eyes, rolling the shoulders down the back, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Let it all go. Allowing the breath to energize you, to anchor you within the present moment, as we prepare and set ourselves up for the practice ahead. And today's flow is all about the spine, opening up, strengthening, twisting, and elongating. So right now, nice and easily, before we start moving, go ahead and find that wave of breath, coming in and out through the nose, focusing on inhaling a little bit deeper, and pressing the exhales out a little bit longer, smoothing out that prana to a calm, fluid, rhythmic flow. On an inhale, circle the arms up above you. And exhale, slowly lowering, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Bring the elbows and the hands out in front of you. On an inhale, open the arms like a cactus. And exhale, close and round the spine. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl and round. Moving with your breath. Option to close down the eyes and really feel into it. Inhale, open, heart lifts, shoulder blades squeeze together. Exhale, curl and round. Coming up onto the knees, lifting the hips away from the heels, and placing the hands, fingers face up on the lower back, onto the sacrum. Roll the shoulders down the spine. Inhale, push the hips forward and gently come back into a nice camel back bend. No need to push yourself here. We're still warming up. Option to look back if it feels right for you. Inhale here. And exhale, fold down to the earth, coming into a transitional child's pose. We'll stay here for a couple of breaths, just grounding yourself. Go ahead and ease your way all the way up to a tabletop position. Hips stacked above the knees, shoulders stacked above the wrists. And we'll go for a couple rounds of cat-cow. So on an inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin, looking up towards the sky. And exhale, curl the spine, looking up at your navel. Inhale, drop the belly, looking up. Exhale, curl and round. Inhale, belly drops, coming into your cow. Exhale, curl and round the spine, coming into your cat. Continue moving with your breath. Maybe finding some intuitive movements. Moving the spine in circles, just doing whatever feels good. It doesn't have to look or feel any certain way. Remembering to switch directions. Just arriving in the body here and moving with the breath. Coming back through neutral. Go ahead and float that right leg out behind you, parallel to the mat. Extend the left arm out in front of you, coming into a nice sunbird pose. Balancing, strengthening, and lengthening. All supported by the stability and the equilibrium of the breath. On an inhale, pull those limbs out and lift them up. And exhale, releasing, soft landing and recentering. Go ahead and lift that left leg out off the mat behind you. Right arm extends out in front of you. Finding your balance here. Give that back foot a nice flex, turning the pinky toe down to the mat, ensuring both hips stay in one line. That inner left bicep can spiral up towards the sky. We'll take one last inhale here, pull it out, lift it up, and exhale, releasing. Step the feet back to plank pose, upper push-up position. Taking a couple breaths here. Heels drive back, the thighs are firm, the core is engaged. The heart extends out, and go ahead and shift forward onto the tips of the toes. We'll take an inhale here, and exhale, slowly lowering all the way down to the mat. Keep the hands as is, untuck the toes, and then baby cobra on the inhale. Shoulders roll down the back, the chest is lifted. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, drop the head, downward facing dog. First down dog of the practice. Feel free to pedal out the feet here, shifting the weight from side to side, taking your dog on a little walk, and taking a moment to show yourself a little bit of gratitude. It's not always easy getting onto the mat. In fact, getting here is usually the hardest part, but you're here now, willing to put in the work, prioritizing your physical, mental, and emotional health. From here, walk the hands back to meet the feet. Grabbing onto opposite elbow, the head is heavy, finding ragdoll. Feel free to shift the torso from side to side, nodding the head yes, and shaking it no. Interlace the hands behind the back. And on an inhale, hands move forward, opening up through the shoulders. Maybe bending into one knee, and then the other. Taking a couple breaths here. And releasing the hands back down to the mat. On an inhale, hands move up the shins to a flat back. And exhale, fold. Walk the hands back out to a downward facing dog. Fingers spread wide, pressing evenly through the hands. Energizing the heels back towards the floor. On an inhale, hips stretch up and back. And exhale, walk the feet up to meet the hands. Inhale, chest lifts, flat back. Exhale, falling forward over the legs. On an inhale, arms circle, root to rise. And twisting open to the right, so that right arm extends towards the back of the mat. The left arm is elongated out in front of you. We'll inhale back to center. And exhale, twist it open to the left. Back to center on the inhale, arms reach. Exhale, falling forward over the legs. Inhale, chest lifts, shoulders roll down the spine, flat back. And exhale, stepping back through plank and slowly lowering all the way down to the mat. Belly to the floor, untuck the back toes. Move the hands out wider than the mat, coming up onto the fingertips. And we'll elongate through some intimidation cobras. So on an inhale, rise, one vertebrae at a time, head coming up last, heart shines forward. And exhale, lower, all the way back down to the mat, elbows stay up. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Continue moving with your breath, feeling into the spine. Knowing baby cobra is always an option if this variation is too much for you. Last one. Inhale, rise up, heart shining forward, head comes up last. And exhale, lowering all the way back down onto the mat. Hands come into the side body. On an inhale, the chest lifts, cobra or maybe up dog, straightening through the arms, thighs off the mat. And exhale, hips lift, pressing back, downward facing dog. Pressing back through those heels, elongating through the spine. The shoulders roll down and in. The knees can be bent here as the hips traction up towards the sky. Coming up high onto the toes, and then dropping your heels over to the right, opening up that left side body. We'll come back through center before dropping the heels over to the left, feeling into that right side and breathing into it. And coming back, downward facing dog. Hips traction up on an inhale, elongating the spine, and snaking your way forward to a plank on the exhale. Bring the feet together. Swivel onto the blade edge of that right foot, placing the weight into your right hand. The left wing peels open high to the sky. That right arm is strong. Option to bring the toes of the left foot to the inside of that right thigh for fallen tree, lifting through the hips. That top hand can come up and over. An option to bring that left foot behind you, lowering the hips and inhaling, opening up, finding wild thing. Creating space here in the spine. That top hand can stay out or come to the heart center. We'll take an inhale here. And wherever you are, exhale, releasing, meeting back in plank. We'll take an inhale here in plank. And exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. On an inhale, hips reach, pressing through the hands. And on the exhale, step or hop light, top edge of the mat. We'll inhale to a flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms circle, maybe looking up. Twisting open to the right on the exhale. Inhaling back through center. And twisting open to the left, exhale. On an inhale, arms come back through center, reaching tall. And exhale, folding forward and holding here. The head is heavy. There's no tension in the neck or the shoulders. Now go ahead and take that left hand. Reach it over and grab onto the outer right ankle or calf. Put a little bend into the left knee. And then take that right wing and float it all the way up to the sky, coming into a nice, easy twist. Each inhale getting a little longer in the spine. And each exhale, seeing if you can twist that right chest open a little further. On an inhale, give it one last little twist. And exhale, releasing, coming back through center. We'll inhale, hands to shins, flat back. And exhale, falling forward over the legs. Go ahead and reach that right hand over, grabbing onto the outer left ankle or maybe the calf muscle, wherever you can. Putting a little bend into that right knee as you open up the left wing. Easy standing twist. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, revolving that left side chest up towards the sky. We'll inhale one last time, full expression, and releasing back through center. On an inhale, flat back, heart shines forward, and exhale, stepping back and moving through your vinyasa. Inhale, cobra, maybe up dog, and exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. On an inhale, elongate the spine, pressing into the hands, and snaking the body forward to a plank on the exhale. Bring the feet together and swivel onto the blade edge of that left foot, balancing on the left hand, outer left foot. The right wing peels open, high to the sky. Option to bring the toes of that right foot to the inside of that left thigh, coming into fallen tree, lifting through the hips. That top hand can come up and out. An option for another wild thing, bringing that right foot back behind you, lowering the hips and opening up on an inhale. Taking up space here. That top hand can come to the heart. And wherever you are, exhale, releasing, meeting back in a plank. We'll take an inhale here. And exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Feeling into the body here and checking in with the breath. We'll take a long, slow inhale through the nose. And exhale, release it out. On an inhale, hips reach. Exhale, step, hop, or fly, top edge of the mat. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, falling forward. Inhale, rise, arms circle. Twisting open to the right. On an inhale, moving back through center. And then twisting open to the left. Coming back through center, inhale. And exhale, folding forward over the legs. Inhale, rise to a flat back. And exhale, stepping back, chaturanga lower. Inhale, cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, hips lift, head lowers, downward facing dog. Knowing you can skip these vinyasas at any time throughout class. We're here to build strength and stamina, but we're also here to show ourselves some compassion. So just remembering that child's pose is always an option. It's always there for you. Now from here, we're going to snake our way forward and back through an up dog variation. So on an inhale, come up onto the toes, roll forward through high plank, lower the hips, stay up on the toes, chest shines forward. And exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Opening up the spine and creating some space here. Inhale, up onto the toes, shifting forward, lowering the hips. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Continue moving with your breath. And if this is too much, if the flexibility isn't there for you yet in the spine, feel free to drop the knees and move through a couple rounds of cat-cow. We'll inhale forward into that up dog variation, heart shines forward. And exhale, pressing back. One more time. Inhale, snaking your way forward through plank, dropping the hips, heart shines. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Wherever you are, just meeting back in a down dog. Option to take that right hand and grab onto the left ankle or the left calf for a little one-armed twisted dog. Coming back through a down dog, recentering, and grabbing onto the right ankle or calf with that left hand, balancing one arm, twisted dog. And we'll come back through center, taking a couple breaths here. On an inhale, hips lift, pressing through the hands. Exhale, walk or fly, top edge of the mat. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arm circle, root to rise. Twisting to the right, last round of these. Back through center on the inhale. And twisting open to the left, exhale. Inhale, coming back through the middle, arms reach tall. And exhale, folding forward over the legs. Inhale, chest lifts with dignity. Exhale, lowering down with serenity. Inhale, heart shines forward, receiving energy. And exhale, pressing back, defying gravity. Inhale, hips reach with equanimity. And exhale, step or fly with purity. Inhale, the chest lifts with surety. And exhale, falling forward, surrendering. Go ahead and put a bend into the knees. And on an inhale, circle the arms up, coming into chair pose. The spine is long, there's a slight tuck of the tailbone, bending deeply through the knees. And we're going to go for some sweeping twists. So inhaling through the nose, and feel free to exhale through the mouth. So from here, take an inhale, reach up through the arms, and exhale, sweep the hands to the right like you're clearing a path. Coming back through center on the inhale, and sweeping it over to the left, exhale. Back through chair, inhale, and sweeping it back behind you, belly on thighs, exhale. Back to chair on the inhale, and forward fold, exhale. Let it all go. Flat back, inhale, extend the spine up and out, and step or hop back, lowering down. Cobra or up dog, inhale, and downward facing dog, exhale. Good, now right leg lifts up, inhale. Step it to the top of the mat, runner's lunge, exhale. Rise to crescent on the inhale, straightening through that back leg. The right knee is in line just above the right ankle. The belly is engaged. The shoulders roll down the back. On an inhale, reach those arms up for full expression. And exhale, stepping back and moving through your vinyasa. Inhale, chest lifts, heart shines forward. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. And we'll go for the other side. So on an inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it between the hands. Rise to crescent on the inhale. And holding here and checking our alignment. So that left knee is in line just above the left ankle. The belly is in. Shoulders roll down the back, creating space there between the shoulders and the ears. On an inhale, arms reach, maybe looking up. And exhale, Vinyasa. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. We'll take a big inhale through the nose and open the mouth, let it go. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. And exhale, travel to the top edge of your mat. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, fold, putting a bend in the knees. Inhale, up to a chair. And exhale, sweep it over to the right. Back through center on the inhale. And sweeping it over to the left, exhale. Back to chair, inhale. And sweeping it behind you, chest to thighs, exhale. We'll inhale back through center. And exhale, falling forward over the legs. On an inhale, shoulders roll down the spine, flat back. And exhale, stepping back and moving through your Vinyasa. Inhale, Cobra, maybe up dog. And exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. We'll take a big inhale through the nose and out the mouth. Let it go. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step it between the hands. Rise to crescent on the inhale. And exhale, tilting forward, finding arrow pose. So the arms are down by the body, palms face down, opening up the shoulders. We'll take an inhale here. Hold for the exhale. Next inhale, lift that left knee into the chest, balancing on the right foot, finding stork pose. The arms are at the ears, the belly is engaged, rooting down through that standing leg. Inhale. And on the exhale, take flight, Dekasana, body down, floating leg shoots back parallel to the mat. Arms reaching out wide like wings, stretching out in opposite directions. You're staying strong through that standing leg, holding here and remembering to breathe. On an inhale, lift the chest, knee comes back up, arms at the ears, finding stork pose. And exhale, opening up, finding water dancer. So we're opening up through the chest, hands come back, foot comes back up. We'll inhale to stork, exhale, finding water dancer. Inhale up, last one, exhale, dance. Inhale up. And on the exhale, knee comes out and around, stepping back, finding warrior two. The front knee is in line with the arch of that back foot. The front knee just above the ankle. Drop that front thigh so that it's parallel to the mat. The belly is in. Shoulders roll down away from the ears, spreading wide through the chest as both arms extend out energetically in opposite directions, palms face down. Finding your strength here and just breathing into it. On an inhale, flip that front palm, reverse the warrior. And coming back through warrior two on the exhale. We'll take an inhale here. And exhale, side angle pose. Right hand comes to the inside of that right foot. The left arm is reaching up towards the sky. The right thigh is parallel to the mat. Chin is to the shoulder, gazing up towards that left hand. Press firmly into the outer edge of that left foot so that both legs are engaged, and seeing if you can peel that left chest open towards the ceiling. We'll take an inhale here. And exhale, left hand reaches forward, coming into extended side angle pose. So you're creating a straight line from that back foot all the way through the front fingertips. We'll inhale here. Exhale, left arm comes back up. And on an inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, windmill the arms, stepping back and moving through your Vinyasa. Inhale, chest lifts, cobra, maybe up dog. And exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale through the nose and out the mouth. Let it go. On an inhale, left leg rises, three-legged dog. Step it to the top of the mat, runner's lunge. Rise to crescent on the inhale. And exhale, tilt forward, finding arrow pose. Arms are back and down, palms face the floor, chest hovering over that front thigh. We'll take an inhale here, hold for the exhale, and next inhale, right knee into the chest, balancing on that left foot, finding stork pose. Arms at the ears, belly engaged, rooting down through that standing leg. Inhale. And exhale, Dekasana, take flight. Body down, leg up. Arms elongating out in opposite direction like wings, helping you soar. Staying strong through that standing leg. The hips are in one line. Holding here and remembering to breathe. On an inhale, the chest lifts. Knee comes back up, finding stork pose. And exhale, opening up, finding water dancer. Inhale, back to stork. Exhale, dance. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale, dance. Inhale up. And exhale, knee comes out and around, stepping back quietly and gracefully, finding warrior two. So the front heel is in line with the arch of that back foot. That front knee in line just above the ankle. Go ahead and drop that front thigh a little bit so that it's parallel to the mat. The belly is engaged here. Shoulders roll down away from the ears, and you're spreading wide through the chest as both arms extend out energetically in opposite directions, palms face down. On an inhale, flip that front palm, reverse the warrior. And coming back through warrior two on the exhale. We'll take an inhale here. And exhale, shifting forward for side angle pose. Left hand comes to the inside of that left foot, the right wing elongating straight up towards the sky. You're bending through that left knee so that the thigh is parallel to the mat, gazing up towards that right hand, chin to the shoulder. Pressing firmly into that outer right foot so that the legs are strong and engaged. And seeing if you can peel that right chest open just a little bit more towards the sky. Inhale. And on the exhale, extend that right hand forward, extended side angle pose, creating a straight line from the back foot all the way to the front fingertips. We'll take an inhale here. Right arm comes back up on the exhale. And inhale, reverse the warrior. And exhale, moving through your vinyasa. We'll inhale, cobra, maybe up dog. And exhale, lifting the hips, pressing back, downward facing dog. Take a huge inhale through the nose. And out the mouth, letting it go. Now we're going to repeat that same flow twice on each side, moving with our breath. And just remembering that you've got this. You're so much stronger than you think you are. And after this practice, you're going to feel amazing. So let's do it. On an inhale, hips reach. Exhale, walk or fly, top edge of the mat. Inhale, chest lifts, flat back. And exhale, folding forward, bending through the knees. Rise up to chair on the inhale. Sweeping it over to the right, exhale. Back through center, inhale. And over to the left, exhale. Inhale, coming back through center. And chest to thighs, back behind you, exhale. Inhale to chair. And exhale, falling forward. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. And exhale, stepping back and moving through your vinyasa. Inhale, chest lifts, heart shines forward. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Right leg rises on the inhale. Stepping it between the hands, exhale. Rise to crescent on the inhale. Tilting forward, arms back, arrow pose, exhale. Knee to the chest, stork pose, inhale. And Dekasana, taking flight, exhale. We'll inhale here. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, coming back up, finding stork. And we'll go 3 times water dancer. Exhale for 1. Inhale up. Exhale for 2. Inhale up. Exhale for 3. Inhale, back up to stork. Exhale. Stepping back, warrior 2. Flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. Extended side angle, exhale. Reverse the warrior, inhale. And exhale, moving through your vinyasa. Inhale, cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step it between the hands. We'll rise to crescent on the inhale. And tilt forward, finding arrow pose, exhale. Knee to the chest, stork pose, inhale. And Dekasana, take flight. We'll inhale here. Hold for the exhale. Coming back to stork, inhale. And exhale, dance. Inhale up. Exhale, dance. Inhale. Exhale, dance. Inhale to stork. And exhale, stepping back, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse the warrior on the inhale. And extended side angle on the exhale. Reverse the warrior, inhale. And exhale, circle the arms, moving through your vinyasa. Inhale, chest lifts, heart shines forward. And pressing back, downward facing dog. On an inhale, hips reach up to the sky. Exhale, step or hop light, top of the mat. We'll inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, fold and bend the knees. Chair on the inhale. Over to the right, exhale. Back through center, inhale. Over to the left, exhale. Coming back through center, inhale. And sweeping it through, behind you, exhale. Inhale, back to chair. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, heart lifts, head extends out. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhale, your back bend variation. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Right leg rises, inhale. Exhale, step it between the hands. Rise to crescent on the inhale. Tilting forward, arms back, arrow pose, exhale. Knee to the chest, stork pose, inhale. Dekasana, taking flight. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back to stork. Exhale, dance. Inhale up. Exhale, dance. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, dance. Inhale. Exhale, stepping back, finding warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. An extended side angle, exhale. Reverse the warrior on the inhale. And moving through your vinyasa. We'll inhale, cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Last side, inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it between the hands. Rise to crescent on the inhale. Tilting forward, arms back, exhale. Knee to the chest, inhale. Dekasana, taking flight, exhale. Body down, leg up. On an inhale, coming back through stork. And exhale, opening up, finding water dancer. Inhale up. Exhale, dance. Inhale up. Exhale, dance. Inhale. Exhale, stepping back, finding warrior two. Go ahead and flip that front palm, reverse the warrior. And extended side angle, exhale. Reverse the warrior, inhale. And exhale, moving through your vinyasa. Inhale, cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Take a huge inhale through the nose. And open the mouth, let it go. On an inhale, hips reach. Exhale, step hop or fly, top edge of the mat. Hands to shins, flat back. And exhale, fold. Inhale, arms circle, looking up. And hands to prayer in front of the chest. Taking a moment here, maybe closing down the eyes, connecting to the breath. Feeling that heart beating proudly within your chest. On an inhale, arms circle, maybe a small back bend if it's there for you. And exhale, surrendering, falling forward over the legs. Inhale, shoulders roll down the spine, flat back. And exhale, stepping back, chaturanga lower. On an inhale, chest lifts. And exhale, pressing back for your final down dog of the practice. Excellent work, you guys. Now go ahead and drop the knees to the mat. Shifting forward onto the forearms, knees slide back behind you, coming into a Sphinx pose. You're pressing into the forearms and the hands. The shoulders are in line with the elbows. Roll the shoulders down the back, lifting the chest for a mild back bend. We'll take an inhale here. And exhale, releasing all the way down onto the belly. And we'll go for some spine strengthening exercises, starting with locust pose. So chin forward, bring your arms out to the side. Zip up your legs, as if you have one leg, like a mermaid's tail. On an inhale, lift everything off the mat. Chest up, chin up, legs up. Arms back, feet together. Lift up, like a 777 taking flight. And we'll come into Superman pose. So from here, reach those arms out in front of you. Legs are still off the mat. Chest up, chin up, arms up, legs up, lift up, and release. Left ear rests on the mat. Arms down by your side, palms face up. Taking a couple breaths here. And we'll go for bow pose. Chin forward, bend your knees. Grab your feet a couple inches below the toes. Knees, feet close together. Exhale everything out. And on an inhale, lift. Chest, chin, knees, and thighs. Kicking the legs back and up. Relax the shoulders, looking up. Knees in, toes out. Kick up, look up. Kick up. On an inhale, seeing if you can kick everything up a little bit higher. And release, slowly lowering everything back down. Right ear rests on the mat. Just taking a few moments and breathing here. Go ahead and push yourself up to a tabletop position. Scoot the knees forward, cross the feet, coming onto your back. And we'll go for bridge pose. So place the soles of the feet on the mat, hip distance, bringing them in close to the body. Press into the feet and lift the hips. Interlace the hands under the back and press the upper arm, forearm, and outer wrists into the floor. Roll the inner thighs down and soften the glutes as the tailbone lengthens towards the heels. Draw the shoulders under the chest and lift the shoulder blades towards the back of the heart, gazing towards the sky. And releasing. Option for another bridge, or if wheel's in your practice, feel free to press up into wheel. Hands frame the head, fingers facing forward. Press into the hands, straightening through the arms. Pressing through the feet so the weight comes more over the shoulders. Roll the inner thighs down and soften through the glutes. Maybe coming up onto the toes wherever you are for a deeper stretch. We'll take an inhale here. And exhale, releasing all the way back down to the mat. Hug the knees into the chest and rock side to side, massaging into the lower back. From here, bring the knees into the forehead as you press the hands into your sacrum, your lower back. Option to stay here, or option to push up into shoulder stand. Legs extend up with the hips opening and the feet engaging towards the front edge of the mat. And when you're ready, releasing. Bringing the knees back to the forehead with the option for plow pose. Legs extend over the head behind you with the toes resting on the floor. Hands interlaced, elongated out away from you, pressing into the mat. I love plow. And releasing. Going for a couple rock and rolls up and down the mat. And coming into a seated position. Go ahead and straighten the legs out in front of you. On an inhale, sit up nice and straight for length. And exhale, bow forward, grabbing onto the toes or the ankles or the shins, wherever you can here. Just slowing down the breath. Taking deep, slow inhales. And long, slow exhales. Every inhale, thinking about elongating the spine. And every exhale, seeing if you can get the chest a little closer to the thighs. Just feeling into that stretch behind the entire back of the legs. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, folding. We'll stay here for a couple more breaths. And releasing. Come on up and roll back onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Arms reach out like a T. And go ahead and drop the knees over to the left, anchoring down through that right shoulder. Gaze can be upwards or over to the right, whichever feels good for you. And coming back through center. Hug the knees into the chest. And go ahead and drop them over to the right this time. Gentle spinal twist. And inhale, coming back through center. Reach forward, grabbing onto the shins. Bring your forehead into the knees, coming into a little ball. Giving yourself a little hug. Maybe giving those knees a nice little smooch. Showing yourself some gratitude. And then release. Stretch the legs out long in front of you. Arms rest, palms face up next to the body. The shoulders roll down the back. Relaxing. Shutting down the eyes for your final resting pose, Shavasana. So much of our time goes towards supporting others. So right now, just allowing your mat and the earth below you to support the entirety of your body weight. Surrendering, releasing, and just knowing that she has you. We'll go for a quick body scan. Relaxing into the toes and into the feet, into the shins and the knees, all the way up the thighs and into the hips, into the pelvis and the pit of the belly, through the chest and the shoulders, down the arms, and into the fingertips. Can you relax the neck and the face? Relaxing behind the eyes, the eyebrows, the lips, and all the way out through the crown of the head. Melting into the mat and the ground below you with every breath. Option to stay here for as long as you'd like, for as long as would serve you best today. But if you're ready and willing, go ahead and bring some awareness back into the body. Maybe bringing some movements back into the fingers and back into the toes. Gently rolling out the wrists and the ankles. Maybe shifting your head from side to side. And we'll go for a big body yawn. Stretching the arms up above you and the feet out away from you. Maybe bringing the knees into the forehead before slowly rolling up to a comfortable seat. Closing down the eyes, the hands are in prayer in front of the chest. Bringing the thumbs to the forehead, in front of that third eye space. Your dreams are important. May you tend to them and stop at nothing until they are fulfilled. Bringing the hands to the lips. Your words matter. May you speak words of kindness and compassion to yourself and to everyone around you. Bringing the hands to the heart center. Your feelings are valid. May you remember that you are allowed to enforce your boundaries, that you are capable of amazing things, and that you are enough. I hope you had a beautiful practice. The love and light in me recognizes that same love and light in you. Together we say, Namaste.